Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a new favorites video. If you guys want to see what my current favorites are, then keep on watching. Trips that you plan for the next whole week. Been so long for niggas so cheap and flex OD. I did one a few months back and I was actually just watching it, just kind of like reminiscing on it to see like what my favorites actually were. Obviously it wasn't that long ago, so I remembered most of them. I love a favorites video. I love to watch them and I love kind of discovering new things, especially when it's somebody that I really like who maybe we have a lot in common. Just always like intrigues me to kind of see like what they've been using recently and what they've really been liking. So I just thought that I would do another one because why not? All right, so I'm pretty much just gonna go ahead and get into it. First things first, one of my current favorites right now, which I'm gonna have to get another one pretty soon, is my Tinkle eyebrow razors. This was actually a pack of 6 that I got on Amazon. I'm sure you guys pretty much know what these are at this point. I feel like a lot of people, especially on TikTok, have been like just using these a lot more lately. I have seen these before, but I never actually tried them out for myself until a few months back. I've had them for quite a while now, but this was something I had on my list of things that I was kind of, you know, I had in mind to show you guys when I did decide to do my favorites video. As you can see, I've already used up the majority of the pack. I actually had to pull open a new one today, but if you guys don't know what these are, or you guys aren't on TikTok and see the videos of them, these are basically really tiny women's facial razors. These have really been coming in handy just to kind of obviously shave off my peach fuzz on my face. I've always kind of just been like a hairy girl for some reason, so I've always had like a lot of peach fuzz and just like hair like everywhere. I never actually thought that it was, well, I figured it probably would make a huge difference just with like the way my foundation sits on my face and the way it looks and just how smooth it is. But I never actually tried them until I started seeing the videos on TikTok, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try them out and see. They're really tiny razors, so worst case scenario, I think this pack actually for of 6 of them was only like $4. So I was like, you know what, even if my hairs do grow back thicker, which was something I was always scared of, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep buying them, I guess, for the rest of my life. That's, you know, what it is if it happens. No, my hairs actually haven't been growing back thick or dark or anything like that. I think that's something that a lot of people are kind of like scared about when it comes to kind of shaving your face and doing little things like this. But take it from a very hairy Mexican female, your hairs will not grow back thick. So if you guys have ever noticed, maybe you have a full beat face going on and you take a selfie and you can just see all the makeup just clinging to all the little hairs on your face and you just don't fuck with it, definitely consider getting some of these on Amazon. Like I said, they're only like $4. You get 6 of them, and I reuse one, I'd say probably like 3 times. Don't mind me, you guys, if I kind of sound out of breath as well. I just ate some chips and I put like chamoy and like hot sauce on them, so I'm getting a little acid reflux. I definitely recommend these. They work really good. The only thing is that they don't really last too long, but I mean, considering me that my hair grows back very fast and it's very thick and dark, I think the longest I had to go without actually using them was probably maybe like a month, I want to say. I mean, I wouldn't say no longer than a month. I'm sure you can kind of imagine how long this pack would last you if you're only doing it about once a month. 10 out of 10 for these. Okay, next is my melatonin. So me and Jonathan, if you guys don't know, Jonathan is my boyfriend, have actually been purchasing melatonin. This is actually our 2nd bottle. We actually did switch brands as well, but we haven't really taken it too crazy ever since we switched to this one, but I did still want to throw it in because it did actually help me with getting back on a sleeping schedule, a decent human-like sleeping schedule. So if you guys aren't too sure, or if you've never heard of what melatonin is basically, it's a vitamin that you take, and it basically is just like, I want to say it's natural. I think it's a natural thing. So it doesn't hurt to like take, well, you're obviously not gonna just like down the whole thing. You're gonna take one like a day. Basically, it's a vitamin that helps you sleep. Being that we're in quarantine, you know, for the longest, we were kind of just here. And so since we didn't have anything to do every single day, we would just stay up until like 3, 4 in the morning, just whatever the fuck it is we do. Just Jonathan would be on his game, or I would be on my phone, or like whatever the case, and we just had no type of sleeping schedule, no type of impulse control. Like we would just be up the whole night for no reason. So because of that, we decided to actually pick up some gummy melatonins. And the first time we actually used the Only ones, I don't know if you guys, I want to say it's called Only. They're the like the square bottle vitamin ones. Those ones are actually a lot better. They take a little longer to kick in, but those ones I would actually recommend over these. But either way, melatonin I feel like is a really nice thing to kind of just have on deck if you're an insomniac or you just have a hard time sleeping, because these will definitely come in clutch. Because I want to say, okay, obviously they're gummies, so they'll take a little longer to kick in. I think the only downfall with these ones, this brand in particular, is that they kick in super fast, but then they can make you feel a little bit drowsy. So these ones in particular, these are the Vitafusion ones, which I got these because I was like, oh, these ones are cheaper and they're the same thing, so let's just get these ones. But I noticed that there is actually a difference. Highly recommend a melatonin, whether it's the dissolvable ones or the gummies. The dissolvable ones will probably kick in a little bit better, but they really do help you get a better night's sleep and come in clutch if you're just trying to get yourself back on a sleeping schedule. Next is my book that I'm reading currently. This is You Are a Badass, I'm Making Money by Jen Sincero. This is a pretty popular book series, I want to say. I don't know if it's a series, but she has different books kind of, I'm guessing they're kind of the same concept, but just for different things. So she is the writer of How to Be or You Are a Badass. I don't know why I wanted to say How to Be a Badass. Maybe that's a book too, but yeah, so this is one of my favorites. I'm actually not done with it. I'm about halfway through it, but I last minute actually wanted to throw this in here because this book is so good, you guys. If you are somebody who likes to read, I know not everybody is like, you know, likes to read like that. You should, because it's really relaxing. And I honestly used to be one of those people where I would never read. Like my whole childhood, I think I've probably read like 2 or 3 books, and that's including like high school. I would not read. I hated reading. I always had like trouble comprehending like what I'm reading and stuff, and I would read super slow, and sometimes I would have to reread like pages over and over and over again just so I can actually remember what the fuck I just read. I don't know why my brain is like that, but yeah. So I never used to be a book person really, but as of probably the last like 2-3 years, I started kind of getting into reading. I think the reason why I kind of started getting more into it was because I started to actually find just like a type of book that I'm interested in, like a type of genre, I guess you could say. What I really like, I'm sure you guys can kind of pick up from little things I have like on my channel, is that I'm really into law of attraction. I'm a very spiritual person. I like things kind of like that. So this series I would highly recommend if you're into kind of things like that. It's pretty much just about how to make money, but not how to make it like things you could do to make money. It's more like the process of like what kind of mindset to set yourself up to have in order to open doors for yourself, if that makes sense. So long story short, it's kind of like a law of attraction book. It's just more focused on how to make money. I feel like this has actually been giving me motivation in other aspects of my life, is just reading this book. And I don't know, obviously it's because of like what it's about. I'm not gonna lie, some days I won't really be in the mood to read, or I'll kind of get like bored. Like one thing I have noticed about like the books I have kind of been picking up in the past few months, because it takes me months to read a book, you guys. Like I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not one of those people who just is like, oh yeah, like I'm done. Like no, like I said, I have to reread pages sometimes just so I can actually like comprehend like what the fuck the person is trying to say who wrote the book. So yeah, I've been actually reading this for months, and I actually had to start it over because I think I took too long of a break and I actually kind of forgot what I was reading. Ended up starting it over, and yeah, so now I'm about halfway done. This is the furthest I actually got in it, but so far it's a really good book. I think this is one of those ones that's probably going to stand out to me. It's definitely one of my favorites so far. I know I'm not done, but it's really good. I'd say this is like a 9 out of 10 on my favorites. So read one of her books, you guys. Next, I'm going to be showing you guys my current mascara. This is actually one of my favorite things right now. I haven't used this for many years. I used to use this when I was in high school, when I was a freshman, and I remember really liking it. I'm surprised it literally looks the same, but this is the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic mascara. So let me show you guys kind of like the wand. I think this is what actually does it really. I think obviously part of it is the formula, but it's because it's so skinny and it doesn't really look like a traditional like mascara wand. If you have really short or straight eyelashes, I would highly recommend you guys try this mascara. I'm sure it's not that expensive. I know this is like a drugstore mascara. I'm sure you can find it at Target, you know, CVS, Walgreens, whatever. If you guys have short lashes and you just cannot for the life of you find a mascara that works to kind of get your lashes to look really nice and long but without looking too chunky or spidery, definitely try out this mascara because this shit is so bomb. This is probably like an 11 out of 10. This is how good this one is. Okay, next favorite on the list is this Jergens Natural Glow Wet Skin Moisturizer, and this is the fair to medium skin tones. This is a in-shower moisturizer, Gradual Tanner. So I don't know if you guys can tell, I have a nice little glow going on my shoulders and my arms. Not so much my face. I don't tan my face really. Yeah, it's kind of sloughing off a little bit, so it looks better in its early stages. Obviously I'm kind of getting to the point where it's time to kind of just exfoliate it off and like try it again. This is actually really good, you guys. I recently got this. I Love That I E, or Karen actually put me onto this. Karen I Love That I E. I was actually going through her old videos. I think she actually did a favorites video and she talked about this, and I recently actually tried the original Jergens Gradual Tanning Lotion, and I actually liked that one. I think the only thing that sucked was that the bottle was so small, so I ran out pretty quickly. But this one I actually like a lot better. I feel like with the other one I had to go in with my regular hemp lotion before and then go over it with the Gradual Tanner. It just doesn't give me the like enough hydration to just go without it. So I saw that she actually mentioned the Wet Skin Moisturizer by Jergens Gradual Tanner. You know, I had to get another one anyway, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try this one out and see how it is. I think the thing that intrigued me was that it's like an in-shower type of lotion, and other in-shower moisturizers I've tried in the past have actually been really good, and they leave my skin feeling really nice. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a try. So I've been using it for a little longer than 2 weeks now, I want to say, and I think it's safe to say that I like this one a lot. I like to be tan, but at the same time I do like to protect my skin when I'm going outside. But long story short, it's really nice. I know it might be kind of like annoying if you guys do self tan to wait until, you know, like the 7th day where you're finally actually kind of noticing a difference, but it really does tan you though. Like it, I mean, duh, that's what it's for, but I mean it leaves a pretty significant like amount of color. My next favorite on the list is this Bedhead Hardhead Mohawk gel. So I don't use this for my hair. I actually have been using this for my eyebrows, and this, okay, it took me a while to finally find a technique that worked to achieve the look that I was going for. I think I finally accomplished that now, so now this is like one of my favorite things. What? Actually, now that I finally found the technique that works, where I can actually achieve the look that I'm going for, I really like this stuff for brows. I used it today, and I used it in a little bit of a different way than I have been. Kind of just been doing so many different things with my brows lately, and I feel like I finally kind of accomplished that. So This has definitely been coming in clutch because for one, I don't have to go out of my way to actually get a brow gel. I don't know if it's so much this gel, but I think I still wanted to include this in my video, you guys, because I feel like this is still one of my favorite things. This is literally a current favorite of mine, is how I'm doing my brows right now. So I thought that I would kind of include this and kind of show you guys like how this is my favorite thing, if that makes sense. So as you can see, I tried to do like a little bit, okay, really quickly, I'm just gonna like explain to you guys. Don't mind me if I go cross-eyed because I'm blind, and yeah, that just be happening sometimes. I went ahead and I carved out the bottom of my brows as I usually do, and then I took my brow pencil and then I obviously just kind of filled it in. I put this on my eyebrows. I've just been fucking with that kind of, how you say it, fluffy brow. Just kind of defined my hairs a little bit more, but without them looking super crunchy. Like, they just look really, really nice. My next current favorite is my wet brush. This has actually been a favorite of mine. Let me put my glasses back on because I hate the feeling of going cross-eyed. So this has been a favorite of mine, but for some reason I love this color and the design on this one. I've been using wet brushes for probably about 2 years now, and I know this honestly looks like the most basic cheap brush or whatever, but this brush is honestly so good. I have very, very thick wavy hair, and I have a lot of hair. Pretty much I've always dealt with just like, with any brush that I use, I feel like it just yanks my hair, it tears it out, and it just feels really, really uncomfortable when I have to brush my hair. But then I stopped brushing my hair just in general because like I would literally just untangle my hair with my fingers, if anything, because I just hated brushing my hair. One day I actually got myself a wet brush because I think they were having a sale or something. I didn't even notice how good it was until I went from using that to switching back to a regular brush. It didn't really rip out my hair like that. It didn't hurt to brush it. These little things, I know they look pretty basic and, you know, just like a very simple looking brush, but this is so good. And the bristles are just so soft. The reason why they're this soft is so you can actually use it when your hair is wet too. I know typically people say don't brush your hair when it's wet. They say to comb it and use like a, you know what I mean, an actual comb. This is nice because you don't have to worry about it causing any extra damage to your hair, and you don't have to go and look for your comb and use two separate things, you know what I mean? You can just use the same brush for everything. My next favorite is these blue jean shorts. I showed you guys these actually in my lookbook video, and I love these shorts. So these were not something I typically would have got. They looked really different on the picture on Fashion Nova for some reason. It said in the description, I think they were boyfriend shorts. So obviously you guys know with like boyfriend jeans, they're kind of a little bit looser. They're not really like snug to your body like that. I don't know, I just thought when I was ordering them that was just the name of the shorts. I didn't know that was the actual style. I was kind of upset about it because when these actually came in, the picture showed them like they were a light wash, and they came in and they were dark. And then I went back on the website and I was like, am I tripping? Because I'm pretty sure they were light. And then when I went back to go check, they only had one color. So I don't know what happened with that, or maybe they put the wrong shorts in the wrong package, or I don't know. But regardless, I'm not even mad at it because these are my favorite shorts now. I love these. I love the color. I feel like they go with a lot of pretty much everything, honestly. I mean, obviously they're just blue, but I feel like these have just been so comfortable. When I got these two, they did actually come just like this. I figured they were gonna not be like a super, super short, but it kind of started to fold up a little bit, so I decided I kind of just like to keep them like that. I feel like it gives it a little bit of a cuter look. But I think the main thing besides the style that I like about these is that I actually feel comfortable in them. Like I don't feel like my butt cheeks are hanging out, or like, you know, like if I bend over or anything that just like too much is like showing. But yeah, these are super cute. I would rate these a 10 out of 10. Okay, so my next favorite is gonna be this sleeping mask. I got this at Ulta, and I think it was kind of just in the random little like clearance stuff. So I want to say it was only like $3 or $2 or something like that. But this little mask has been, I haven't actually used this for a while, I'm not gonna lie, but this little mask, you guys, like, I know you guys will kind of see these here and there. They're not really super popular, but sometimes this will be like a gift with purchase if you're getting like a robe, or sometimes they'll come with like little pajama sets and stuff. Never really understood the purpose of these, but these honestly really work. Even Jonathan's been using this every once in a while. But so it basically has a little kind of like faux silk, or maybe it is silk, I don't know, but like a little silky kind of side, and then it has a black side, and the side's kind of like felt. It's pretty obvious what you do with this. You literally just put it on and it just makes you go to sleep. I don't know, it's just, this is just, I had to throw this in here because I feel like it's just so simple, but it's just one of those things where like it really does come in handy. And I know I was showing you guys like the melatonin, so if you're not really one to want to take something that's gonna make you go to sleep, this is something I would definitely suggest getting yourself. I've saw you can get these on Amazon, and you can probably get a little bit more of a better quality one. To me, this honestly gets the job done. I don't really care how cheap it is. There's something about when you put something over your eyes and you just lay there, it's like you just, 5 minutes in, you get bored and your body just wants to go to sleep. So this little thing has actually, like I said, been one of my favorites. Okay, so next on my list is this little teeth whitening set. This I used recently, and I actually had this, he actually got this for himself, but then I kind of just took over and finished it.
Oh, so even, huh? Look at that. Look at that young fella.
So I think where did you get this? Like Target? So he got this at CVS, and I don't know, I guess one day he just wanted his teeth to be white. So I actually tried it, and basically what it is it's a speed whitening gel. It comes with this little like rubbery like mouth guard type thing, and then it has the stain guard rinse. So basically it's a 5-minute speed whitening system. So you squeeze the gel onto the little mouth guard on the top and on the bottom, and then you basically just, you know, put it in your mouth, you leave it in for 5 minutes, and then once you're done, rinse your mouth with the stain guard rinse. Yeah, it works pretty good. I was actually surprised. I mean, I figured obviously it's gonna do something, but it actually ended up whitening my teeth a lot. Like a lot. And I drink a lot of coffee, and I eat chocolate, and like I probably eat a lot of everything that can probably stain your teeth. So this actually works pretty good. So if you're one of those people where you drink coffee every day and your teeth kind of just start to look a little yellow after a while, or if it's just a special occasion, or maybe you just want to wear a super warm toned lipstick or something, actually I would suggest, if you're gonna wear lipstick at all, you should probably use something like this at least every once in a while. It just makes your lipstick stand out a lot and look more flattering. Yeah, so I ended up actually using the rest of it. So I got another one. I got this one. It's the same exact brand. It's the same kit, like the same exact thing. But I got this from Amazon, and I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't that much. So yeah, I would suggest this if you want something to whiten your teeth that you can do at home. That's a little bit, I want to say, I'm sure this is probably safer than using like whitening strips, because I know whitening strips, they really do weaken like your enamel, I think it's called. I used to use those Crest ones, you know, those ones they walk up all crazy at like CVS and stuff because they're like $80 or something. Yeah, I used to get those. Obviously they work hella well, but the more you use them, they really do weaken your teeth. Like I actually started to notice my teeth were becoming a little bit more like see-through, if that makes sense. And then I did notice too, whenever I would drink hot stuff or cold stuff, it would hurt. Like my teeth every once in a while would almost like, it would just cause me like pain after a while. And sometimes I wouldn't even be drinking or eating something hot or cold, it would just start to hurt. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I did the shit out of those, and you're not supposed to do that. So I've really been fucking with that just as like a better whitening thing to use. And then I'm almost done. I just have a few more things to show you guys. So next is this little, I don't even know what you call this little container of rhinestones. I got this on AliExpress, and I think this was super cheap. I don't remember how much it was. I want to say it couldn't have been more than like $5. But yeah, I really liked having this. I've been trying to play around with rhinestones a little bit more. So see how it kind of just, it's kind of just a cute little way to just add something to your makeup. I know not everybody is gonna want to just take the time to put rhinestones on your face when it's just like a regular day, but if you want to step up your makeup, even if it's a very simple look, I feel like these really, it's kind of like an accessory, you know, for your outfits. Like, it's an accessory for your makeup. It kind of just like, you know, I don't know, it's just like a little something extra that you can do, obviously. Yeah, so one little set of them is like purple and green, and then the other one is kind of like, the only thing I can compare it to is like Swarovski crystals. It comes with just kind of basic silver ones, and then kind of like rainbow bluish ones, something kind of extra. But you know, like I said, if you guys are ever in the mood to kind of just do something kind of extra with your makeup, these are definitely cute to do. So yeah, now I'm gonna be showing you guys the very last thing. Last on my list is these little container things. They're kind of like little storage bin things. So I got these on Shein. I think they were like super cheap. I think it was like $6 for the 2 of these or something along the lines of that. But obviously this one is black and this one is white. They're kind of little like a thick kind of canvas type material. But I got these for Jonathan's little like game stuff. We kind of have like a lot of cords and stuff just like laying around the room, so I thought these would be like kind of cute to just throw everything in and then, you know, hide them. But also it kind of low-key kind of goes with like the decor of my room. But yeah, these have been really coming in handy, and I think they're cute because they have these little handles on them, so you can kind of just slide them in and out, kind of like a drawer, you know what I mean? I've actually, you know, I've seen a lot of these before, but they're kind of like low-key a lot bigger, and people will put them in those little wooden things with like the shelves and kind of use them as like drawers. So I thought these are cute because they're kind of like mini versions. These have been coming in handy lately. They're really cute. I know they have a lot of different styles and colors and stuff like that. They have a lot of different sizes too, so if you ever are like, you know, I think they have like bigger ones of this style. So, you know, whatever it is that your taste is, I'm pretty sure you can find something that will suit what you are into. But yeah, I would recommend these if you're trying to just get your room or maybe your house just a little bit more organized, or if you're kind of like me where I kind of have just like random things everywhere. So these little things really just come in handy for things like that. So that's everything I wanted to show you guys. If you guys made it to this point, thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and also leave a comment and let me know if you guys try any of these, or if maybe me mentioning them to you guys maybe made you want to go and try them out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. What'd you say? Okay, bye.